Maxine's 80th birthday wish goes all wrong, by Rebecca DeCirio for Politics US News for MadWorldNews.com. Maxine Waters was all smiles as she was getting ready to celebrate her upcoming 80th birthday. The anti-Trump Congresswoman told host Jonathan Capehart on MSNBC that she had one wish for her August 15th birthday, saying to remove the president from office. But poor Maxine's early celebration went all wrong as supporters of President Donald Trump blasted her with a nasty surprise. You don't want to miss this. Maxine Waters is a washed-up dinosaur of the Democratic Party who refuses to bow out of office even though she is turning 80 years old. She's been dubbed poverty pimp by her own constituents, and her corrupt record speaks for itself. So when she appeared over the weekend on the Trump-hating network, MSNBC, suck-up host Jonathan Capehart started off by saying, "Congresswoman, your birthday is on Wednesday, so happy birthday. But on Wednesday, if you could be granted one birthday wish, what would that be?" The disgraced Congresswoman answered, I guess now my biggest birthday wish would be that we're able to get a leader of this country who represents us, who has the respect of all of our allies all over the world, someone who has an appreciation for the Constitution, as if they did, right? Someone that does not lie every morning when they get up with these tweets. Someone who not only respects women, but all of the people, and instead of dividing us, would take leadership to bring us all together. What a crock of lies and bullcrap, as I would say. She continued, "This is the greatest country in the world, but he's undermining our democracy. He is making us ashamed of him, and he is being destructive to this democracy. This is a man who's criticizing NFL players because they're not doing what he thinks they should do in saluting the flag in the way that he wants them to." Really, Maxine? And you expect to win an election like that? He doesn't even know the words to the Star-Spangled Banner. Do you, Maxine? President Trump just wants Americans to salute the flag one way, by standing at attention with hand over heart. There are not multiple ways to salute the flag, which is what low IQ Maxine is suggesting, but I digress. Waters' corrupt ways are now on the radar of the Federal Election Commission Committee, FEC, and it could spell prison time. At the beginning of August, Fox News reported a government watchdog in July filed the first of two complaints with the Federal Election Commission asking for a full audit of the Citizens for Waters campaign. Over the past 14 years, her campaign committee, Citizens for Waters, has paid about $750,000 to Waters' daughter, Karen Waters, or her daughter's PR firm, Progressive Connections, according to the Washington Free Beacon. The Slate mailer operation with Karen Waters is a con game, where an established politician like Maxine Waters gets paid to endorse a political candidate, then gives the kickbacks to her daughter and calls it campaign expenses. It's a racket, plain and simple. It's just how Auntie Maxine moved into a $4.8 million mansion in the exclusive Hancock Park, which is outside her own district. Now she's crying like a baby as the Federal Election Committee starts digging into her illegal deals. But there's more. Wacky Waters recently calls to violence against President Trump and his supporters also is now under investigation by the House Ethics Committee, which can lead to fines, censure, and an all-around huge PR disaster right before the midterms. It was only a year ago that Mad Maxine was run out of town by pissed-off Trump supporters. And now she is so scared that she refuses to hold campaign events in her own district. I guess people are getting hip to her. Yeah, I think this was last year's Maxine Spends 20 Minutes Trying to Run. I think this is last year. Well, Judicial Watch attorney Tom Fitton brought the lawsuit against Waters, and he is figuratively saying happy 80th birthday by doubling down on the loudmouth Congresswoman. Fitton reminds Americans that Mad Maxine also supports, I'm not going to say it, writing, Maxine Waters has made worldwide headlines for her frequent trips to communist Cuba to visit her convicted friend, Joanne Chesmard, who appears on the FBI's most wanted list and is also known by the Black Panther's name. Yeah, Fitton adds, Chesmard was sentenced to life in prison after being convicted by a jury of the incident in New Jersey, state trooper. She then escaped to Cuba, and with the assistance of traitors like Mad Maxine. Maxine Waters can't hold rallies or campaign events in her own district. That's how much she is hated. Her upcoming birthday is marked by an FEC investigation which could land her in prison. The House Ethics Committee is also investigating calls to violence, so Mad Maxine won't be celebrating her 80th birthday anywhere near the 43rd District, thanks to Trump supporters who ran her out of town months ago. You see, that clip was old, which really says it all about the corrupt Congresswoman from Watts. Yeah, but you know what the thing is? She's not afraid of that. She's out there running her mouth. Let's just say, remember that in inciting violence against Donald Trump cabinet, Maxine Waters knows what she's doing, yeah, and she needs to be held accountable. And I suggest that you call your members of Congress and ask them to do what they're going to do ask them what they're going to do about this. Let's take a quick listen to Judicial Watch.
There's this theory that Maxine Waters, she's crazy and she's kind of a nut. You can't pay attention to what she says. She's not crazy.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, you're right.
And she needs to be held accountable.
I agree.
And I suggest that you call your members of Congress and ask them what they're going to do about this. Are they going to allow their house to be used as a platform to incite violence against other government officials? Because as you know, the instinct of the House leadership of both political parties is to do nothing about Maxine Waters.
That's true.
And that's why Judicial Watch filed an ethics complaint to get the process in place. So if nothing is done, we can't just say, well, everyone just talked about doing something, but no one really put their nose to the grindstone to get something done and to get the process going. So at least we've got the process going.
That is true. Hats off to Judicial Watch. You got to give him a lot of credit, you know what I'm saying? You got to give him a lot of credit for what he is doing for this country. Absolutely. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.